What is up, everybody? This is Logan Moore from the Model Citizen Show, and I am driving a car currently. I'm headed to work right now, and I forgot to record this little intro before this week's episode because this is an older episode for us this week. So we weren't able to record this week, or we just decided to push out one of our older episodes because, like I've mentioned before, we are sitting on a couple old ones. So that's the episode you're going to get this week. Michael and Mario are headed to San Francisco. Michael's there right now, but Mario will be joining him later today. So they're going to be in San Francisco through the weekend for Kinda Funny Live 3, which is going to be a ton of fun, and I'm sure we'll talk about that on next week's episode. But today, the episode we are putting out is about Max's proposal story, which we have talked about, I think, at length. Or we've mentioned it a lot throughout the past couple episodes, but this is actually one of our test episodes that we recorded where he actually talked about the entire strategy he had with proposing to Abby and how that whole plan went down. So that's what's on tap for this week's episode. Remember, as always, you can find us at Model Pods on Twitter. You can find us at modelcitizensmedia.com. You can also find us at Model Citizens Media on YouTube. All of our shows like Millennial Gaming Speak, Behind the Pixel, the Model Citizen Show, or the show right here, and then Reeling in the Ears, they can be found on Stitcher, iTunes, and also Google Play. And also, again, this week, I don't know what we're going to refer to the podcast as, but again, this was an episode that we recorded before Model Citizens was the name of our brand. Model Citizens Media was the name of our brand. So this will be a bit of a different episode. I'm sure you will enjoy it nonetheless. And until then, be sure to come back next week when we actually are all back together and recording a new episode. So until then, thank you for listening and enjoy this week's show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the pilot episode, the first episode of Model Citizens. I am your one of your hosts, Max Roberts, and with me today is Logan Moore.
You guys ever eat that, the pizza that's got the macaroni and cheese on it? You ever eaten that before?
I have. There's this place by me.
Toppers?
Wait, maybe.
What?
I don't know.
Oh,
There's
man.
this place by me called Casey's Cabin that has like a $10 pizza Friday or some shit like that.
Oh my
You
gosh.
stop. There's this they have discount pizza and there's like a macaroni and cheese pizza and it's fucking dope.
They
It's so
serve it
good.
sometimes
All
at
right.
my school, and it's like macaroni and cheese, and then like melted cheese, and then like more cheese underneath it, and then it's the bottom of the pizza. It's really weird. Hi, I'm Logan.
That's Logan, and the person who buys cheap dope pizza, that was Michael Ruiz.
Is that what
I was going to say, do you have more to say about your dope pizza? I know you've already talked for a while.
I
but
really like when there's no noise whatsoever and it's just quiet.
pauses. Yeah, okay.
I love that.
And
it makes me laugh.
last but most certainly not least is Mario Rivera.
Oh, am I supposed to go now?
Yeah.
How many crime scenes do you think have been at Casey's Cabin? Because that sounds like a sketchy ass place.
It's definitely it's got some bikers there, but they also have like volleyball night or some shit like that.
volleyball.
So
Do they
like
play
you
top
got
gun
these
while they
like
do
you got
volleyball?
like these like bros that are like super ripped and you feel jealous about, and then you got these like bikers who you're afraid of. So
Wait,
like
bros playing volleyball? Isn't that
Yeah.
for...
don't bros play volleyball?
This kind of sounds like
thought
the
chicks played
young.
volleyball.
It sounds like the young adult version of Cece's Pizza because
It's just odd.
Pizza.
You got this like crazy diversity there with like bikers and hot bro dudes.
But why are bikers
Just-
there? Is the
but-
macaroni pizza that good?
Here's the thing.
Why-
In the end, though, you just feel bad about yourself because you're never going to be as badass as the bikers. You're never going to be as hot as the bros.
This just sounds like the bar at like Pee Wee's Big Adventure mixed in with some Top Gun.
I'm just
action.
imagining,
What is that like?
I'm just imagining the whole section of this restaurant is dudes wearing jeans with no shirts. And
Yeah.
Tequila playing in the
That's about
background.
Yeah.
Is it inside? Is the volleyball inside the restaurant?
There's
I
no
was gonna say the same
indoor
thing.
volleyball. What are you?
It's got to be a
What is
thing.
this?
you
Indoor
can play it in
volleyball is
a
a thing.
rec gym or something like that.
It is an Olympic sport,
There's sand there, obviously. You
so
can't
it's
play
inside
volleyball
with
without
sand.
Yeah.
In the mornings, do they do adult yoga?
Wait, it's inside with sand.
No.
Are you sure you're just not eating at a YMCA?
No. Maybe?
Because bikers could go to the YMCA. And
No, they can't.
the bros
They're
could
not.
be there
They're
too.
not BMX bikers because the YMCA that I have seen, they have like a skate park there. They don't,
But it's fun to stay there.
I feel like there was like a YMCA on every corner in the 90s. Am I wrong? Or was I just like...
I feel like there's a
little
YMCA
kid?
on every corner now.
I
They were
know
the
of
first
like...
Planned Parenthood. They got defunded really quick.
I know of like one, and it's kind of far away.
I have about 3 or 4 near me.
Well, you
There's
live in
2
Florida, so
Yeah.
I don't know if that means
Indiana.
anything, though.
It
probably does.
doesn't.
The YMCA was actually from Florida, so
No, it's not.
yeah, I have no fucking idea.
I was gonna say that's baloney.
No,
So-
that's a false fact. It has nothing to do with baloney. Right.
Okay, what should we do for this
So-
first episode? I don't know.
Well,
What should we do?
I think we should.
Well, last time,
I
okay, so
think-
we already recorded
No,
a
no.
pilot episode, and we didn't tell everybody the premise of the show until like 50 minutes in.
I
Wait,
know
what
that's.
is-
I'm
okay,
getting
hold on.
there.
Hold on, I'm getting confused. What's the premise of this show? I don't actually know.
There isn't one.
Oh my goodness.
That's the premise.
I got it. I've got
Okay.
this. The premise of the
enlighten me.
show is the 4 of us sitting here and talking about whatever we want to, and then putting it out there for hopefully people to listen to in the empty void that is the internet. It's the
There's a
4 of
lot
us
of
getting together. I know,
Not
and
very
we
empty.
just have to scream loud enough for other people to hopefully crawl over here and hear it. So that's kind of the premise of the show, and I thought maybe we'd start out just by brief introductions of each one of us to kind of, so
Nah.
people
Max.
get
Nah,
a
they'll
clue.
Get
Max.
Nah.
They'll figure out
No.
who their favorite is real
Yeah.
quick.
Max.
Yeah.
Max.
Yes.
It's not going to be Mike.
No. I'll definitely be the least favorite, and I'm fine with that. I heard tell.
You what? I heard tell.
I heard
tell.
I heard that you got engaged, right?
I
Like I
did.
said.
I got engaged over the weekend. Yeah.
Yeah. How was that? You put a ring on it? That's like an
I
actual
did.
phrase.
I did what Beyonce told me to do. I liked that enough to put a ring on it.
Now, why did you listen to Beyonce?
Because she's queen.
Shut
Wait,
up.
is Beyonce
Yes,
your
Get
fiance?
into a
Queen.
quick fight.
Wait,
This
wait,
show's
wait,
gonna only
Wait, you
last
said you
for
listened
a
to
minute.
your fiance. You said you listened to your Beyonce. So Beyonce is, in fact, your fiance. You're marrying Beyonce.
Yeah,
Is that confirmed?
I talked
Beyonce
with
the Beyonce.
I talked
That's
with Jay Z about it.
Oh man,
We all cool. We cool.
we
No,
know
you're
that
not. You
relationship's
stop
open.
this.
Max is the whitest person here.
The only Jay Z song I know is when he teamed up with Linkin Park, and they just put their 2 songs together.
Oh my gosh.
So what you're saying is you just know a Linkin Park song that just so happens to have
That has
a black
Jay-Z
person
in it.
rapping on top of it.
Hey, the Linkin
Exactly.
Park guy's like Filipino or something. He's of
The
color.
one guy, yeah, the DJ slash like electric piano kind of guy. Yes, he's
Because the
He is.
lead singer is named Chester. So it's the whitest you get.
Of STP fame, you know.
But yeah, I did get engaged this weekend.
I got that reference.
Yeah, thank you.
I did not. I did not get that reference.
That's okay. You
There's
don't
this
need to.
band- Yeah, never mind. We're not gonna get into it.
10% of the audience will understand what just happened.
I got engaged. I have a fiance now. I've been dating Abby for 3.5 years now, and
Would you say you love her?
yeah.
That's a really big step, Michael. Like I don't just take
Well-
take a step back.
Yeah, I would say that I love her. Yes.
Wow,
Oh
that's
my
gross.
gosh.
Love is confirmed. Half-Life 3 confirmed.
Gross.
It's pretty disgusting.
So when are you gonna show yourself out? Like, wait, are you? You're obviously don't. Never mind.
What?
Never mind.
No, I
I don't get that reference.
do you want the long or the short of it?
I mean,
Or do you want it at all?
Well, which
What-
never mind.
Just
we want,
okay.
we want what you give her.
How'd you propose? I actually do want it.
How did I propose?
Yeah.
There's this park in our neighborhood where we went and talked because
Oh,
I know. Yeah. I've been to those parks before too.
yeah, it's a wild park. And
Hold on, before
we
you get
went-
into this story, I have
Okay.
one that deals with something Michael just brought up. There was this rumor when I was in high school that this kid went to a park with his girlfriend, and he wanted to bang in the park, but she wouldn't. So instead, he went and beat off on a tree.
Is that what your marriage proposal was like?
No.
So that's a story about a park I had.
So I don't
thank you.
understand where the girl wouldn't want to, because you don't know what's in those parks. Like, it's so dirty there. Like, there's kids. Kids are the disgusting.
Kids are disgusting.
They're the
dude.
most disgusting creature.
You know those? You know, like in the mall, how some malls will have play areas for kids, like little jungle gyms or whatever inside the mall that the kids can just crawl and play.
Yeah,
and
they're
it's
infested with
not-
STIs.
It literally,
go in
it
there.
has to be like that's where Ebola festers. You know that
I
whole.
wouldn't go that far because
No, it is. Those are disgusting.
Wait, is
little
that the one that was
snot-
killing everyone in Africa? Or
Yeah,
no, that was.
where-
Wait,
Why is everyone in a ball pit?
it's that disease from that Michael Crichton book that I don't remember what the name is called.
hot zone.
Outbreak?
Is it the hot zone? Is that
I
it?
don't know. Hot zone is about Ebola. I just don't know
Yeah.
the name of the author.
It's Michael Crichton. You're right.
Okay.
It's that one.
Oh, there you go. The hot zone. Yeah, Ebola is terrifying, and
But he
children.
also wrote books about dinosaurs and
Dinosaurs?
robots, and so I don't trust him. He's not a
Yeah,
source. You need
that-
these sources.
That Jurassic Park
Fake
book
news.
is freaking crazy. It's nuts. Like, the movie does not. That's one of those cases where, like, the book is way better than the movie. It's
I'm
actually
talking about
crazy.
Jurassic Park 2.
No, the book.
The Lost
No.
World.
The book.
Yeah, but
Jurassic Park is better than the movie. It's so
Episode
good.
1, Michael reviews Jurassic Park, the book.
Hey, man.
no,
I'll review
but
that shit all day.
there is a book that correlates to the second movie when the T-Rex gets loose in the city. And I was curious if you're talking
the
about.
Lost World or
No, not the Lost.
whatever.
Yeah, it's called the Lost World. That book it's by the same.
And in that movie, Jeff Goldblum reconnects with his wife. So back to Max. What are you talking? How did you propose?
Yeah, how did you propose?
We started our relationship in a park to make the short of it.
Yeah, you
And-
did.
Yeah, we did.
I don't know what that
And-
means. How did that happen? What do you mean you started it?
Now we're time
Okay.
traveling.
Now we're making it. So now we're digging the long out of it. I actually dated Abby one time before and then broke up with her after prom.
Wow!
Bastard. You
what
bastard.
a
Wow.
You absolute bastard.
Yep. Took her to prom and then broke up with her afterward. Not like the same night, but
Ooh.
shortly afterward. And
Why? Why was that?
the reason for that was I had just come out of a pretty crappy relationship that maybe one day we'll talk about on the show. And she technically was the first girl I dated post that relationship, and I didn't know how to play the game again, and I wasn't honest or open with her. I wasn't being open with her, so the relationship wasn't growing, and I wrote it off as her problem, but really it was all my problem. So I broke up with her, and then we didn't really talk over the summer, and then we kind of reconnected later in the fall, and then we decided we wanted to give it another shot, but to do that, I had to be honest and open with her about the previous relationship. And so we went to the park, and I told her everything about it, and then we decided to date. And so 3.5 years later,
Hold on. How did
Now-
that first part conversation go? Did you sit her down and you're like, I have something important to tell you?
no,
I really
the
like
park.
these video games
Like-
starring Donald and Goofy.
yeah, there's this game, and there's darkness and light, and the palpy fruit, and all this stuff. No, we went to the park because
The palpy fruit.
yeah, it's her house. We just wanted a place where we could go and be alone, and so we went to this park at night, and
Yeah,
then we
you
got eaten alive by mosquitoes. So really, I guess
Whoa.
the trade-off wasn't
You weren't
good.
eaten alive. Never mind.
You guys are terrible. So that's when. So that park is where we decided to give it all another shot. So I decided that's where I would propose, and you guys are the worst. And
Is that the other missing half of the video?
no,
I wonder. I'm sorry.
Abby's
What
going to
the fuck?
unfollow Mario on Twitter really quickly.
No, I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness. Okay. To rein it back in, to go back to the story, this whole elaborate scheme I cooked up with my uncle, basically, we told Abby.
Wait, what does your uncle have to do?
Whoa. Are we back at Casey's cabin?
My uncle was the guy filming the whole thing.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
There we go. Important information.
There you go.
He was the guy filming it, and so originally we had the idea of like him hiding out in his car and it being all secretive, but we didn't like that idea, so we came up with a hide in plain sight kind of plan.
Was it because it seemed kind of like weird and pervy?
Yeah. No joke.
Uncle-
That really was it. It was like he'd either be in the bushes, which would be obvious, or he'd be sitting in his car.
You know, I've had an uncle that would record me from the bushes as well. It was not a solid relationship.
Oh my
So
goodness.
It's a beautiful thing that you did. I mean,
So we told Abby that my Uncle Randy was going to be there to take pictures of us for this Valentine's collage thing.
Randy's a good uncle name. I just want to throw that out there real quick.
He's a cool uncle. And so we went to the park in the morning and we walked her through this whole elaborate fake photo shoot and basically got her up to the top of the slide, and my uncle had her stay up there.
No.
I came down.
hold on. I want to know about this photo shoot.
Yeah. How did you convince her that there was a photo shoot in a fucking park?
It was actually super easy. I just said, "Hey, Uncle Randy wants to take pictures of us for Valentine's Day, like collage thing." She was sold. No joke. She's totally sold on it.
Does your uncle do photography professionally?
Yeah, no, he's like the family photographer, videographer.
Oh
like,
my
he
God.
takes pictures.
Okay. That makes a little more sense. I'm just happy that you told us.
Oh my gosh. And so I'm at the base of the slide at this point, and we have the ring buried in a plastic bag beneath the slide because I can't put it in my pocket. The box is too big. And she's up there, and he's the ring. That does not mean the ring's that big. This is the box is huge. And my uncle has her attention distracted while I dig this thing out. And then when I gain her attention again, that's when I say my little speech, and then I ask her to marry me. And in the whitest way possible, she slides down and says yes and gives me a
Fucking
kiss.
staged.
Yeah.
Fucking staged.
Because we choreographed the entire thing. And then, put the ring on her finger, and there we go. That's how it went down. And then I had to call like 50 million relatives.
So how many times did you bang after that?
No, we went to Chipotle.
Oh, there's no banging after Chipotle.
Oh no, you don't bang after Chipotle.
And then we took a nap.
I'm pretty sure you went to there's somewhere in between where you went to the bathroom at one point. There has to be. You can't just go to Chipotle and then just go to bed right after.
No,
There's the act in between
the
that causes
bathroom
you
is
to snap.
after the nap. The bathroom is after the nap.
I understand that, no Pootie Tang was consumed whatsoever, but like, you don't just go to Chipotle and then
I told you the bathroom was after the nap.
Okay, all right.
after the nap, you went. You were uncomfortable while you were sleeping the entire time.
We've had this
When you're
discussion
asleep, you
before,
don't know
Michael.
you have to poop, or at least I
was gonna
don't.
tell you, Michael.
That's a lie.
Michael,
That's a
I've told
lie.
you before, pooping and I do not get along on any degree whatsoever. So
Okay.
really, I don't have the same problems that I guess normal people have, where like they eat Chipotle and just immediately have to go poop. I literally can go days without
That's bad for
going to
you.
the bathroom.
That's actually bad.
Oh, I know.
Wow.
You should probably go
No.
see a doctor.
Believe me, I know. I've had medicine for it, and I'm supposed to be taking these magnesium pills
Whoa,
for it,
poop
but I'm forgetting.
medicine, Cool.
You got that Metamucil? You rocking that
No,
Metamucil?
actually, is
I want that on a t-shirt.
Linzess was the drug I was taking, and it's awful.
Okay.
It's liquid fire all day.
Just like Chipotle.
Yeah, you might as well eat Chipotle the entire time.
No, Chipotle doesn't come out liquid fire for me.
I
But
don't
that's
have
a discussion for
problem
another
with-
time.
Does everybody else have a problem with Chipotle? Because it doesn't.
No, on like a real level, I actually don't. Like,
Taco Bell maybe, but not Chipotle. Chipotle
No,
is
so-
like wholesome and organic
So-
and
so the other day I
don't
went to
know.
Red Lobster, right? Okay,
okay.
I'm pretty positive
I've
I had.
never been to Never been to Red Lobster.
Neither
I'm
have I.
pretty
Never
sure-
been
You're
to
the
Red
whitest person here, and you've never been to Red Lobster.
You live in Florida, and you haven't gone.
You know why? You know why? Because the 2 times my parents have been, they both got horrible food poisoning, so they never took me.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure I got food poisoning because okay, so I got this like I pretty much got surf and turf, right? I got this like burnt ass lobster that was super dry. I got this poorly cooked steak. I had
Why are you eating steak at Red Lobster?
I did not have unlimited Cheddar Bay biscuits.
What?
That's for damn sure.
That's a goddamn lie.
They gave us 5. I had 3 because I'm fat, and then that was about it. I'm like, what the hell? And they didn't send me any more. And then
You didn't ask for more?
well, no, but it's come on, they're Cheddar Bay biscuits. Who doesn't want fucking more? That's a dumb question.
I had to. Last time I went to Olive Garden, I had to ask for more breadsticks.
That's like asking somebody like, "Hey, sir."
I think these companies are trying to be a little more stingy about their free bread.
I'm just saying that's like saying, Max, can I please breathe? That's pretty much what you're asking right now.
I am all for it. Unlimited bread, whatever, cheesy bread, garlic bread, whatever. But I think the companies are being a little more stingy, man.
I got this surf and turf meal. It was very piss poor. The service was horrible. It was just
Sounds
bad.
like Red Lobster.
We go back. We're on our way. I'm like, man, my stomach don't really feel that good. I don't feel good. The next day, I take about. Oh yeah, it wasn't the next day. Amber just reminded me. It was legitimately that
You
night.
hear that silent, terrifying sound in the background.
It was legitimately that night. I wake up at like 2:00, and I'm like, I'm shitting my brains out. Like, no joke. It's just like it's like pee out of the butthole. You know what I'm saying? so, and that was 3 times in a row. I come back.
Did the ghost in the background also have that experience?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, man.
So I come back. I go back to bed. I like lay down for like 5 minutes. I'm like, shit. God, fuck. Go back, piss out my butthole again. I did that like 4 times.
I like that. Okay, hold on. I
right.
like that your girlfriend is like 10 feet away from you. She can't hear what we're saying, so she only knows what you're saying. And you've now said piss out the butthole like twice within 15 seconds.
Because that's what I told her when I came back to bed. She's like, Mike, what happened? I'm like, Amber, I just pissed out my butthole. So I go back. I wake up, right? I actually wake up. I got a solid 2 hours of sleep because I was just shitting my brains out the entire night. Go back, I started writing some shit, and then all of a sudden it's like another 4 times. I shat out my butthole 8 times that day. It was goddamn ridiculous. So I'll never ever go to Red Lobster ever again.
And see, you've just solidified another reason for me never to go to Red Lobster.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad food. And you'll just piss out your butthole. So, I mean, nobody wants that. Nobody wants that.
Nobody wants that madness.
None whatsoever.
Might. Some people might. Let's not.
And it's
let's
like-
not
Some people enjoy it.
Let's
and
not
the problem-
discriminate here.
Now, the real problem of it was that, whatever. I don't mind diarrhea. It's fine. It feels good by the end of it. But then it's like when you're wiping and it just never ends. You use half a roll of toilet paper because it just never clean. And then you have to take a shower afterwards.
That's what a bidet is for.
Yeah. Well, sorry, we're not as privileged as you are. We don't have a bidet. God damn.
I don't have a bidet where I live. I just know people that do. And I'm just telling you, that's what the purpose of a bidet is.
So as we're recording this, it's begun to dawn on me that I tricked my professor at school.
I forgot you're doing it for a school project. I'm sorry, Logan.
That this podcast is now for school credit. So I hope he listens to this episode.
I'm so sorry.
No, I'm glad.
Totally forgot.
No, I'm glad. I think it's funny. This is a personal project that I just have I'm also getting school credit for.
Okay, sick.
So that's
What's your
fine
teacher's
with me.
name?
His name's Rodney.
Shout out to Rodney. Does he skateboard?
Not that I'm aware of. No.
His last name's not Mullen?
No.
Speaking of skateboarding, the new skateboarding game coming out.
Does he stay out of L.A.?
I don't know. Maybe he's been to L.A. He's
Does
probably
he skate?
been to L.A.
Does he skate goofy or regular? It doesn't really matter because that's a trick question. He could do both. So
I'm sure Rodney is really weirded out right now if he's listening.
I'm sure he's the king of his industry, so it's totally fine.
Rodney's
Totally
dope.
fine.
Good professor. I like him a lot.
There you go.
Kiss up.
10% people will understand what I just said.
Extra credit right there. That's how we get it.
Bingo.
So yeah.
Easy bees.
Max is married.
C's
Michael's
C's
pooping?
get degrees. I'm not married. I'm engaged.
I almost got in
Difference.
trouble. I almost got in trouble because I decided to comment on your photo because it was
What'd
lovely.
you
Oh
say?
yeah. This part.
Yeah,
of the
what
story.
photo
this is the
was
part of the
this?
story I didn't know because I knew most of that other stuff.
So you posted a photo. I believe it's just you on the slide or whatever. You're like, with your now fiance. And I think I said, what did I say? Way to go, dude, or like.
Look at these fucking assholes.
No, I said lucky dog. I think is what I said. I said lucky dog or something.
Yeah.
And then I get a message, or I get like a message from my girlfriend. It's like, what do you mean lucky dog?
Oh.
Shit.
And I'm like,
Oh.
because he just got engaged. It's like, why'd you say lucky dog? That's a weird comment to make. And I'm like, what do you mean?
Lucky devil. Lucky devil.
Did I say lucky devil? Lucky devil.
Yep.
But I'm like,
It's just
because
a way to say congratulations.
right? Yeah, what do you would say? And then I'm like skirting the issue because I'm like, oh, I know what she thinks I mean. So
How
I'm
dare
gonna
you
say,
hit on a girl who lives like 6 states away from you, Mario?
How dare you?
Especially
hit
one
on a
that just got
taken woman?
engaged.
Wow.
Jeez.
on her boyfriend's page. But basically, my answer was my answer was
Nah, you can admit it was an excuse.
because he found the one he wanted and he proposed to her and she's like, okay, and then that's the end of the issue. But I always got fucked up for just saying you're a lucky dog. Don't post it. That's why I don't post things on Facebook.
You should not. You should just promote your own material on Facebook and not interact with any other people.
That's right. But lucky dog.
I don't even
you know
do
what I'm saying?
that because then it's just my grandma and my aunt and my ex-girlfriend's mom all commenting on everything.
Clicks are clicks, yo.
Yeah, it's
I
true.
don't- I guess.
Especially when it's a YouTube video and you got that Google AdSense, you're like, I don't care.
Well,
who
I
clicks
don't
on
even
this.
post any
Or
of this
vanilla.
stuff on there. It's more just like you were tagged in a picture, and then it's like, oh, there's the guy that my daughter used to date, and I'm like, why are you commenting on this?
Is that what she says? Is that what she's like? You used to date my daughter.
No, I guess not. But
Look at this handsome young man. He used to date my daughter.
it's still really weird, and I'm like, please don't
So why are
comment
you
on my
even, why are you
things.
even friends with them then?
I don't know,
I
that's-
unfriend that stuff.
Well, because I don't know. That's actually a good question.
I think this falls on you.
Yeah, probably.
It
I
sounds
just-
like a Logan problem.
I just lurk on Facebook, or if I do type on write stuff on Facebook, it's in groups that no one can see. I'm stealthy like that.
You commenting kind of funny all the time. So
I comment in kind of funny somewhat often.
Yeah.
all the time. Anyway, I got engaged. So and Michael poops.
Congratulations.
Well, thank
Like,
you.
seriously. That's awesome.
Yeah, no, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, it's cool.
It kind of like
How old are you?
22.
Oh, jeez.
I know. It still hasn't like it's obviously hit me, like it's sinking in, but
How old is she?
23.
Okay. So you got like so Amber, like my girlfriend, her brother he was 22, right? When they got engaged and married?
Yes.
Right?
It was
Yeah, sure.
this girl.
Sure, we'll say they were like 22. She was 23. She was 23. Yeah, so they're doing okay.
That's acceptable. Like,
Okay, so I'm hoping that you're way more responsible than they are because they are expecting a child right now. So
Oh no, God, no. Oh gosh.
oh my gosh, that would be so awesome.
yeah. So
Control Z.
Tyler is
You-
23 now, right? Yeah. So yeah,
No, chill.
The baby's 20.
the baby's 20.
oh my gosh, everybody's gonna
A
start
kid
having
is
kids.
a kid is years away.
Dude, it's so weird. A lot of my one friend just had a child
No.
last week, and he's older. He's
I can
26
barely
now.
I can barely afford video
She's
games. What makes
27?
me think I can afford another human being?
You better
dude,
say goodbye to The Last
accidents
of Us 2.
happen, dude.
You don't be,
I don't know what to tell you.
You walk into the store, there's Last of Us 2 on the shelf, but you got to get yourself some Pampers instead. So
No,
Yeah.
that baby's pooping in a
Really
towel
should've
like a
gotten
cloth
some condoms.
diaper at that point.
we'll see what your wife has to say.
No, but seriously, though, that's awesome. I was just giving you
Cloth
shit.
diaper.
Well, that's awesome. I'm happy for you. Good job.
Well, thank you.
Logan, when are you getting married?
Um,
That's actually
That's a really good question.
that's a fair question for around the table.
Before getting married to his hand, there's a lot of things that he has to go through.
Yeah, it's a step. It's a process.
I mean,
Yes.
with the government, who's to assume you're what you identify as anyway?
yeah.
And who's to say what your hand identify as? I feel like it should be a pretty darn simple
Max
process.
is trying to get in a weird joke here. I don't know. When are you getting married, Michael? You can whisper. You can whisper.
I can't talk about that because she's right next to me.
It's
You're gonna grab me more beer?
It's all right. I know the answer. I know the answer, kind
Hold
of.
on.
You do? Tell us, because she can't hear it.
You can say answer yes or no, Michael, to these questions.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are you
this is
still-
in code.
Are you still planning on doing it at Kind of Funny Live 3?
I have to actually email.
If you say
I have to
you're gonna
email
read-
Tim Geddes real quick again. Still, because I emailed him before, and
Did he
he said
respond?
yeah he would do it, but I have to still
Finalize
confirm
it?
it. Yeah.
Well, we can't release this episode now.
Yeah, we can.
No, we could really. She won't listen to this shit.
She'll get to the part
not
where
my
he's like,
butthole.
"Piss out my butt."
She'll be like, I'm fucking done with this garbage.
She's like, I already heard it.
I live this shit. I don't need to literally. No, soon. I'm just gonna say soon, like real soon.
So do you have the merchandise then?
Yeah, technically. So I mean, this she knows, and she knows that I'm planning on proposing to her and stuff like that. So that's whatever. I asked her if she wanted like her own, like if she wanted me to purchase a ring, or so her grandpa died in last year, and her grandma kind of wanted to get rid of her, like their wedding rings, I guess, but she not get rid of them, but like pass them down, and she wanted to give Amber her wedding ring as like an engagement ring thing, and she asked me and she asked Amber, and Amber said it was up to me, and then a lot of people were saying that, like her whole family was saying that that's the ring that she wanted, like that's what she stated, so that's the ring that she got. So I kind of got lucky with that part because I don't have to pay for one.
Yeah, that almost happened with me. Yeah,
but it was never out of the question of like whether or not I would actually pay. I would have totally paid for one.
Oh, of course.
Now you're cheap.
Whatever. But
You're
like,
cheap.
yeah, I'm a fucking prick asshole.
That's
Never
one way to
paid.
get a wedding ring. Just wait for them to pass
Like,
on.
yeah,
and
like
take
it was
what's
just
left.
like, yeah, it was just like it came to that. But I am going to buy like a wedding band thing that would go
the band that goes with it.
like a custom one for that, like pretty much make up for what I didn't pay for and
The first time around. Yep.
do that. But yeah, it's happening. Regardless of that whole thing that I want to plan, it'll probably be in that time.
That time
Whenever
frame
May,
this
June.
summer.
Yeah.
yeah, whenever that is. So hopefully she doesn't listen to this. But yeah, it's gonna be around.
Just tell her she's not allowed to.
That's what I'm planning.
Um,
Regardless of whether or not the plans I want.
So basically, you're copying Kevin.
No,
How's he not copying Kevin?
because he's had this plan for a long time. You almost did it at Let's Play Live, didn't you? Like if everything would have worked out that weekend.
He's frozen solid.
Michael froze. Are you still here, Mario?
I am here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we're still
Yeah.
going. Michael will come back in a second.
He's
I'm
just
sure.
frozen with fraud. He's like,
he
oh my
he-
god,
he
I was
looks
supposed
so-
to do that months ago.
His picture froze kind of interestingly. He's just
Yeah,
sitting,
he's like-
he's just sitting there thinking very hard.
What
I think
about
he's
you,
about to
Mario?
bounce back in here.
I mean,
Okay.
I'm in a weird. Oh, hey.
Oh, there you are.
No.
I don't know what happened.
Now you're good.
Okay.
Yeah. Your photo is still frozen on my screen. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Wait, how long? I didn't even know. Okay, how long you been dating this girl? What's her name? What did she look like?
Yeah, Mario. I know you date somebody, so yeah.
Yes.
That's the info.
I didn't know
What's
about
the
this.
deets, as they say.
You
The
lucky
deets.
devil.
You lucky devil. Yes. I'm dating my girlfriend of 5 years, Emily.
5 years.
We
Nice.
5 years.
Five.
Damn,
Five. Don't give
You
him
beat
credit.
me. I'm
Yes.
I'm like 4.5.
Oh, okay, well there you
I'm
go.
3.5. So
Yeah, we met via the internets, but
the power of the internet.
yes, but of course we had schools that were really close next to each
Okay,
other.
hold on. Time. Weep, boop, boop, boop. Back up. We're out on
Okay.
the internet.
Tinder?
No,
Anime
I
forums.
completely missed out. I wish anime forums. I completely missed out on Tinder. That's not. I
Same
have no
here.
idea how to use
I've
it.
never had to touch it.
Yeah, I never had to touch it either. But I've been a fan of OkCupid for a while.
Oh,
And,
so you listened to Comedy Button. You listened to. You took Max's advice.
That's right. So I did that, and I think the top line of my profile was like, "My life is a New Order song." I don't know what the fuck that means, other than it's a,
Like
My
New
life's
like,
a Blue Monday, man.
So it's like a Bad Joy Division song?
yes, it's exactly like a bad song. And then she just randomly was like, "Hi, how you doing?" You know, I didn't respond to her. She responded to me, and I was like, "Oh, that's a nice change of pace," because I constantly like, "Hey, how's it going? What are you doing tonight? Do you like New Order?" But
Wait, hold on a second. Is New Order
That's how you approach the women on the internet?
Hey, how you doing?
I think-
Yeah, you ever play Assassin's Creed Brotherhood? Hey, what's up?
Wait,
it's completely underrated in the series.
are you really a big New Order fan? I just want to know.
No, I do like New Order. I do like Joy Division, but for some reason, I'm just joking. That was but that was like the headline of my page of like my life's
So
like
it's
a New
like-
Order song. And like,
So it's like Bizarre Love Triangle because it's
yes.
the only one I know of.
Well, there's also there's Truth, there's Faith, there's Blue Monday, of course. There's Bizarre
Yeah.
Love Triangle, but you
Yeah.
get the gist.
What's the
But,
one that's a ripoff of the Joy Division song? Or that's like
Oh,
the.
I mean, The thing is that like New Order is like Joy Division without.
Yeah. I know, but what's the one song that they were like that they recorded as
they
Joy
repurposed,
Division?
right?
Yeah, they recorded it as Joy Division, but then it like didn't blow up until they were New Order. And everybody's like, we've had this song for like 10 years or something like that, or however
So,
long
like-
it had been. I forget
But
what the
anyway.
song is. It's on my phone. I could look it up.
I think
but
I think I know what you're thinking of too. But I can't do it right now. But basically, so she responded to me, which was a change of pace, and basically she went to I guess I should say competing video and media production basically school. She went to Flashpoint. I went to bumfuck nowhere because my school doesn't exist anymore. And so basically we just met, and then for going on 5 years, just strong. I don't know what to say. You guys are all quiet.
love her?
I don't even know if
Do
you're
you
listening.
have? Well, no. Like, do you have a plan?
Do I have a plan for the future? I have
Ceremony. That's
Yeah,
the
I was
other
gonna
song.
ask, is it ceremony?
Yeah, it's ceremony.
Yes, it is ceremony. Yes. I have a plan for sure that I will not reveal in a podcast for her to potentially listening to. But
Darn it.
I could say that I feel like
We go off the air soon-ish. Well, not soon,
Soonish.
but like
Who are you talking to?
me.
Yeah.
I'm just saying he can tell us off the air.
Oh, I was like, you were looking off camera. I was like,
I always do that. I always look over there. I got Jim Morrison and Bono and John Lennon and
Okay. Yeah.
all
Anyway.
Kurt
dead.
Cobain all hanging out over here.
Bono is still alive. And
to me.
Yeah,
Ever
they're-
since
they're
you put
actually
that
playing
damn CD
Bonnaroo.
on my album. Okay. Bonnaroo?
Bonnaroo. All right, so back to your lady. Sorry.
No, that's okay. But no, I mean,
Wait, what's her name?
Her name is Emily.
Okay.
Yeah. Man, I feel like I'm still in a place where I'm not ready to grow up yet, and so I want to.
Yeah,
like Peter Pan.
Mario,
Peter Pan.
how old are you?
I'm 26, which means I'm really old.
Oh.
And I'm trying to just get out of the nest. I have a video on my YouTube channel talking about living at home, and it sucks. I hate it. And part of me wants to just progress forward by getting a better job and having enough money to finally move out. And that's just sort of the goal right now, is just to get to that point. And then I'll feel like an adult, and then I'll feel like, you know what? Here's the gift to you, this ring. But I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. Just I feel
I
like
get it.
not
it's
in
fine.
that level yet. So
Yeah.
It's
No, I
tough.
hear you.
It's
I
hard
hear
to move out. Max was kind of forcibly moved out.
Yeah, believe me, I would still live at home if my parents still lived in the state. So
Gotcha.
I want to move out, but I've told myself that I won't until college ends, purely because of money reasons.
Cheaper. It's totally
just
cheaper to live at
cheap.
home.
It just makes sense for me with where I go to school, which sucks. Like, I totally would like to move out, just haven't.
Yeah, but it sucks 'cause it's cheaper, yes. But then you're also sharing privacy. You're sharing just like the bathroom. You're sharing shit that you wish you had that was your own, and
Yeah.
it
yeah.
sucks.
And at the same time, like you do, like I know I do at least. Like I'm like, oh, I can't move out. I wouldn't have enough money, and then I'm like, can't wait to buy a Switch. Can't wait to go spend $300 on Spider-Man comics. It's like, and I know I can blow that money because I'm not moving out. But if I really like made a hard attempt at it, like I probably could.
Yeah.
So it's like a mix of both, where it's like I probably shouldn't, but at the same time, I'm not like stocking up any money to move out once
To
I
actually do
graduate.
it?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
and that's starting to come to the realization, because like I know me and Michael especially are like, oh, let's go to Kind of Funny Live 3 and then go to PSX again this year. Like if I legitimately want to move out, like PSX probably for sure won't happen, because I would graduate that month.
I would love to go to PSX this year, but I don't know if that's going to happen. I'm definitely going to Kind of Funny Live for sure. Yeah,
the one I've been thinking a
I have
lot
to
more
see.
about, like trying to swing, even though it's in like a month, is PAX East. I really want to go to PAX East for some reason.
You want to go to
they're
play that
sold out.
Switch?
Nah, I'm not that worried about that. I would. You kidding me? I'm not standing in line for 8 hours to play something that I will own by that point.
You want to hear something? You want to hear something really messed up? You want to hear something messed up?
Go ahead.
So I just quit GameStop. I just stopped working at GameStop.
Yeah.
And of course, on the week, thank you.
Good
Thank
job.
you
3 former
for-
GameStop employees here now.
That's right.
Yes.
But of course, on the week that I leave, my boss gets an envelope from Washington, the state,
Oh,
and
Trump?
of course, Trump. Trump sends him a personal letter. On the envelope said Nintendo,
No.
and he was invited, and he could bring along any of his workers to go play the Switch early in February. And fuck me, because I really want to play the goddamn.
February, you'll be fine. What?
No,
February,
that would've been-
February
no.
what?
To travel to Washington, to Nintendo's headquarters to play the Switch?
Is
Does
it
he have
at
to-
their
No,
headquarters?
no. It's in Chicago. It'll be in
That's
Chicago.
what I figured. That's exactly what I figured it was.
Oh, okay.
They're not going to bring people to Washington
I was like,
State.
you were in Washington? You'd go to Washington? That'd be crazy.
No,
That would be amazing.
That would be amazing.
But still, playing the Switch early would have been dope. Because you probably would have got to play Zelda, too.
Yes.
Maybe.
Finally, I've been surrounded by Zelda.
But by that
But I've
point, you're
never
going to
physically
play it
touched
in
him.
like less than a month, you know?
Yeah, that's how I feel about it too.
Like I bet you it's like February 24th. At that point, you're like,
I'm not thinking.
right
I'm
there.
not even thinking about it at all, because I'm like so preoccupied with.
It's like 38 days away.
Resident
it's going to
Evil.
fly by. It's
Yeah.
going to fly.
Yeah.
I've got Resident Evil and then Final Fantasy still in my backlog, and then Dishonored, which I started playing, which is really fun.
and then fucking Horizon is coming out.
Yeah.
Horizon.
I'm
Yes.
gonna try to beat it between those 5 days.
So
Guarantee
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold off on Horizon. I'm gonna beat Zelda. Once I beat Zelda, I'm gonna go grab Horizon.
So, that sounds like a good plan.
I still
But
get Horizon Day
I'm
1.
kind
'cause
of
I'm
curious.
an idiot.
Logan,
What up?
you don't have a designated
No.
lady friend.
No, I don't.
Tell us.
I don't
tell
have
us
many
about
lady friends.
playing
I
the
don't
game.
think at all.
Guys,
Tell us
Logan-
about playing the game.
Okay, here's before we do this, I'm gonna say Logan's a very desirable male.
What up?
I have
You have
something-
shared a hotel
I've-
bed with
I've
him.
shared a hotel, not a bed. I shared a room with him. I have
Oh
seen
yeah,
him.
that's what you want us. That's
I
what you want
have
us to
seen
think.
him half naked, and let me tell
Yeah.
you, it's a sight to behold.
Yes.
I
He
mean,
has
yeah,
a
he had a
profile.
t-shirt on and no pants. I'm sure it was quite desirable.
I'm
Yeah,
actually
he
wearing
had
that
only-
PSX shirt today.
Yeah, he was wearing that exact shirt, no underwear, and he has a massive penis.
Just huge. Just like almost
Just-
pretty much a third leg. It's hard.
Yeah.
A plus, Rodney. A plus.
Yeah,
And no, but tell us, where are you? Like, what's you?
I'm gonna have
What's
to
your
totally
headspace
direct
like?
him to like other shows when this becomes a thing. Hey, you should listen to our interview with Kirk Hamilton that we did. Playing the game, the wrong person to ask about that. I don't even try. Really, that's the thing. And
Why? Why?
Because
No,
I
you-
hate like 95% of girls our age. I really do. Like, and that sounds
Fucking hipster.
That sounds super. Okay. That's hyper. That's that's hyperbole.
Life or whatever it's called.
Oh my gosh.
I don't like. I don't know. Like, I'm not into most girls our age.
No,
it's like our people. The culture surrounding most people in our age group, is like totally not how I am.
Logan,
at
I
all.
could come at that.
I got the perfect situation. I got the perfect website for you, though. Have you tried Ashley Madison?
No, I don't
They're
want my
perfect
personal
for your
info
age range.
leaked.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, so seriously, Logan,
Yes.
I commend you. Whoa, a beer came out of nowhere. I'm drinking this Lead Feather. It's really good. Look at this. It's good.
We're doing
Anyway.
a video.
I don't know. I know where I'm showing you because you should try it. It's really good. Anyway, she poured this pretty poorly though.
Oh.
Just gonna say that right there.
And so Michael
Michael
returned the ring from the dead grandmother or grandfather.
She's
and
not dead.
But it's still I love her for doing that. I didn't think she would actually go and grab me a beer. Anyway, I'm happy that you don't just. I think that like relationship stuff. I feel like that just comes naturally. I don't think I feel like trying and go. Like, nothing wrong with doing online dating, obviously. A lot of my friends, or not a lot of them, like 2 of them, but they're like my really good friends.
I was going to say, that's all your friends right there, right?
Mostly, actually.
Yeah.
But like, I've always told them, like, why don't you just try online dating? Like there's nothing wrong with it. And they've always brought up the thing of like, it just doesn't feel like to them. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but it just doesn't feel like real to them because they're at a point. I don't know. It's just how they feel about it. I honestly don't know.
It's super. I haven't really dove into that, but it is like, that's weird to me too.
I feel like whenever I have gotten a girlfriend or anything like that, it never was me trying. It was just me being myself, and I think that's a super important thing to do. So, other than that one time where I tricked Amber into going to see, I tricked her. I was being myself, but I tricked her into dating me, which is a weird story.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't put myself out there either. Like, that's the other thing, and I don't want to. Like, if I wanted to date somebody,
that's perfectly fine.
If I wanted to date somebody, I could probably try hard at it and do it. And I've done it in the past. Like, I went out with a girl last year who I'd like had a crush on for a while, and I finally went out with her. And then once I did, it was like, no, this just didn't work.
Yeah,
and we like talked about that like on the date, like. Yeah, this isn't working for either of us, is it? And she's like, nope. And I was like, all right, then cool. And now she's engaged. So that's really strange.
Shit. Oh, yeah, you told me about that.
I told you about that.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't force myself into it because, I mean, I don't know. There's a bunch of things. I don't like most people our age because I don't vibe with them. I don't like, well, again, living at home is another thing. Like, most people are downtown, like 40 minutes away from me. So there's like really nobody here. And then
no small town girl.
Like, I'd
living in a lonely world.
I like on
That's not how the song goes.
Yeah, it's not how the song goes. On paper, I want to move out after college is over.
No, it's Uptown Girl.
Uptown Girl?
Yeah.
No, it's just a small town girl.
Small town girl.
You're thinking of Billy Joel. He's thinking Journey.
Okay, yeah, you're all right.
Now sing it the other way.
Oh.
Please don't copyright infringement.
Girl. I don't really like
two
Billy
different
Joel.
songs. Two different songs.
Okay,
Not huge-
thank you, Mario. I was like, no, I got it wrong. No way. My life is a lie.
So yeah, that's that. I don't know. I just don't care.
Logan,
I got things to do, like killing zombie boys in Resident Evil.
Like I said, you're a very desirable person.
Oh, thanks.
Yes.
I would date you.
I would
Sure.
I would let you put it in me. Honestly.
Oh wow! All right,
with the Cubs hat on.
I'll take you that. I'll take you up on that. Sometime
I'd let you dock. I'd let you dock.
Doc.
Is he a Nintendo Switch now?
I'll let you bend me over in tablet.
I'll let you play with my Joy-Cons.
Have you now? Do you know what?
So every time you just want to switch positions, you snap your fingers.
Hold on.
Let's switch.
Does nobody know what docking is?
It's when you plug the switch.
I don't
into
know.
the
Is
dock.
Rodney about to find out what docking is?
So docking is when you take a penis and you have another penis, and
Oh, I know what docking is.
and then you put the penis inside the penis, like in the. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Get that, Rodney?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
Okay, I'm glad that
Max
now.
seems confused.
Max,
I'm very confused.
Max, if you want to know, if you want to learn more about this,
No, I don't.
Google.
I'm good.
Google's a really good, fantastic website. Look up dick docking, and you'll find a perfect. You'll find perfect pictures. I'm sure.
I'm
sure there's
Yeah,
some
and
good
it
videos
just-
about
I'm
it
okay.
on
And
the
it just
internet.
goes straight onto your television.
The door's open.
How do we end this?
Are we
I-
ending it? We've only been doing it for like
50, 45 minutes.
40 to 45
45
minutes. Yeah.
Oh,
I feel like we ran the course of the conversation, though.
Nah, what else is there? What else did we want to talk about?
No.
See. This is a Logan thing. He wants podcasts to be at least
Yeah,
90 minutes
I want
long.
them to be at least like 3 hours long. So what else?
No,
is
Exactly.
there?
I'm with
But,
you.
I
So
mean-
that's why I like Giant Bomb so much. It's because their podcasts are legitimately 3 hours long.
We'll go to 9:30. That's another 20 minutes. Oh,
Yeah.
you get it close to
That's
an hour.
fine. Yeah, we are totally
We had other stuff that we were going to talk
off the
about.
wall?
This conversation hasn't hit a wall at all. We just talked about.
I didn't say it hit a wall. I said you just ran the course of that conversation.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant this whole
Max, you're
episode.
being a
was over.
really fucking prick. You're being a big prick right now.
Yeah,
How's
Max.
that?
Yeah, Max.
What
How
I
was
do?
that?
Yeah, what I do.
I don't know. I can just feel it in my. I just feel it.
I think that's the beer talking.
No, I don't drink beer.
What are you drinking?
Michael is getting his
Drinking-
little buzz voice
Drinking
going,
clubs.
though.
I'm drinking club soda. Yeah,
Garbage.
Logan knows.
Pull up that
I
glass. Pull up that glass. Ain't no club soda that dark
is-
brown
Yeah, it's club soda
with root beer.
with the piss poop that I mixed it in together.
Oh my
Why?
gosh!
Why?
Tastes
Why?
like lobster. So
You know, I got something for you. Logan kind of mentioned
All
it
right, bring it
earlier. The other day, which it was Monday, so yesterday. Yeah, today's Tuesday when we're recording this. So yesterday, I interviewed one of my heroes in the industry, Kirk Hamilton.
Kirk Hammett.
Kirk
from Metallica.
Hamilton from
I loved his
Otaku.
guitar solo
Kirk
in
Hammett.
For Whom the Bell Tolls.
Oh my
so
God.
good.
Jeez.
He was so
His
good
music
on
stuff.
Joe.
Go.
How did?
You know what? You just record your music podcast after this, guys, because you're just on a roll.
Okay, I will say
All this is
let's,
literally all of your references go over my head.
let's combine Kirk Hamilton with music for a second. And
I mean, he
want to
does.
say
He is a musician.
I want
Well,
to say
Hamilton
thank you.
is a really famous.
Nope.
Oh, it's the
This
best
is a
musical ever.
This is a Hamilton safe space. Kirk Hamilton got me into Snarky Puppy, who's a really good jazz group that I like, and I think they're coming to Indy in March, and I just thought you all should know that. So there you go.
What are they called?
Snarky Puppy.
Snarky puppy.
They're a
They're a
really
jazz
good
group?
jazz group that I like. Yeah.
Okay. I'll have to listen to them.
You should
I've been
check 'em
listening
out.
to the Mahavishnu Orchestra. I think is what they're called.
I think I've heard of that.
Yeah, I think it's with like Billy Cobham. I'll talk like as if everybody knows who these drummers are because I'm a drummer. So it's with this drummer Billy Cobham that I'm really a big fan of. So I've been listening to that. Anyway, continue with your Kirk Hammett talk.
Kirk Hamilton.
Did they
I got to-
did they play Enter Sandman?
What about Ride the Lightning? I heard they haven't
Yeah.
played that one live since like 2004.
Yeah, I really like that one album and Justice for All. It's fucking awesome. It's actually fucking great. I love it.
Saint Anger is not as bad as everyone says it is.
Yeah,
No,
That's
it's
what
the
people say.
snare
really
drum
bad.
just
Not as
sounds
bad.
like a goddamn.
Do you know my
Trash
one
can.
and only Metallica album was Death Magnetic.
That's a good album. That's a
Yeah,
solid
yeah.
album.
I mean, it's like
It's like
It's
one
like
of their
good-
worst, but like
yeah.
all their other albums are so good. So
it's
they're
good,
just
like how In Rainbows is good for
Ooh.
Radiohead.
Ooh, not cool.
All right, Kirk Hamilton.
Not cool.
I found something sticky. This is an
Ugh.
issue. I don't know. I thought it was water.
Was that from the engagement party?
Is
No,
that the
this
tree in Logan's story?
This is brown. Anyway,
I wasn't there, that's for sure. So
I was gonna say, yeah. So it was just this really cool experience, and hopefully people listen to it. At least you three. But what I wanted to kind of tie it into is I got this is something I've always wanted to do, not just with Kirk, but interview people and do these long form interviews. And we all kind of have these passion projects. I mean, that's kind of why this show we're even sitting down doing this right now. Mario, you've got your YouTube channel and you've been making vlogs and other regular video content. And Michael here, he does his new Super Ruse Radio and he's doing some show ideas. Like, what do you have? Like, have you either had goals or things you've wanted to do and make that you've made and you're super proud of, excited for, or they spark you to keep going? Or maybe there's something you really want to do, but you haven't done it yet. And maybe like, why? Like, can we explore that? I'm kind of curious because after interviewing Kirk, all I want to do, like I've already started researching 2 other people to start
This
interviewing.
is a 2-hour conversation right now. Honestly.
Hey, let's go. The
The
Strap
Logan
in.
Moore version.
Okay, Logan, you go. You go first.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this right here, what we're doing, is one of the big things I've been kind of humble. No, that's not a brag. That's just kind of the God's honest truth. I feel like I kind of spearheaded this whole thing, getting this going. After I brought it up to Max, and then I met Michael, and then I met Mario when we went to Let's Play Live, and I was like, "Yo, let's do this."
You brought the group together, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So I feel like I've been kind of.
You're the L in the M3.
It's your school project.
It is
You're
my
gonna get a
school.
fucking
It's my
F
school
for it.
project. I'm gonna get a total F for it.
A+, Rodney. A+.
So this has been one thing for a while, just to get more podcasts out there into the ether. I don't know if anybody will listen to them or not, but who cares? We like podcasting. So that's one for sure. Besides that, I don't know. Writing about games and stuff right now is kind of in a weird spot. I'm trying to figure out what to do with that, even though I actually do think I know what I'm doing with that. Just kind of going down the freelance path, which I had always anticipated I would do anyway.
Yeah.
So there's that, and then trying to get a YouTube channel set up because I want to actually use this green screen behind me, which I have not used up until this point at all. I've owned it for like 6 months. Haven't done anything with it. So I'm trying to set that up, and then got my blog back up, and I've been writing on that every now and then. Just I've written on it probably 3 or 4 times in the last week, I'd say. Actually,
What? I thought you wrote about the election and that was it.
I didn't write about.
No,
the
he
election.
wrote some-
I wrote about the.
He wrote
election.
about
I wrote about Star
he
Wars
wrote-
yesterday.
Yeah, he wrote about something. Yeah.
Why am I
saw
not
that.
seeing? Oh, that's why I didn't see it because of Star Wars. I was like,
Yeah, I wrote something about the Last Jedi yesterday. So I
Jedi
wrote
is
something
plural.
about that, and I wrote something.
Jedi's plural.
No, it's not. It's
It
I think
is.
you're just.
it's
I think you're
totally
just.
referencing Luke.
I think you're just digging deep in this, and
Jedi is plural for Jedi.
I think it's simple. And there's gonna be
think it's
one
very
last Jedi, and it's gonna be fucking Rey, and that's it. And Luke's gonna be dead. He's fucking dead.
I think
That's it.
I'm pretty. I don't know if it's fake or not, but somebody pointed out that they even call Luke in the opening crawl of 7 the Last Jedi. So there's that.
Just saying. But now Rey's got the Force. It's awakened
She's
her.
not a Jedi yet, though. That's the
I'm
whole
saying.
thing. Maybe
It's
by
the
the
whole
end of the
training
movie,
thing.
but she's on now.
The Last Jedi is plural, dude.
I
They're
figured that her being on the fucking Irish island
It's
would
not
be
plural. It's not.
the reason why
It
she
is.
It
Google
is.
it.
It is plural. No, I know it's a plural word, but I'm saying the title is in reference to Luke because episode 8 is going to be all about Luke.
No, I would bet you. I'll bet you $5 right now. It references more than just Luke. It is a plural use of Jedi.
I honestly think you're giving Star Wars too much credit, and I think it's fucking simple, and it's just this one Jedi, and it's fucking Luke.
Nope. I bet you $5, Logan. It's referencing more than just Luke.
I don't know how we would follow up on that bet because
We'll eventually see each other.
because like Rey will
Quick
become
bet.
a Jedi
If you-
by the end of the movie. Like that's
If
I
you
feel like it'd be clear.
If you take the 6th movie, Return of the Jedi, that could just mean, the return of Luke. You can think of it that way because there's not many Jedi that happens during that movie. It's one dude.
there's
Yeah.
none. He's been the only Jedi for like 30 years or something crazy like that at this point.
And then there's this.
No,
whole
it
thing-
hasn't been
wasn't
that
there-
long because
Well, yeah,
there's
Kylo
Knights
Ren
of Ren.
turned on him.
Yeah, there was like that
Knights of Ren.
whole academy that he opened or something that they were talking
Yeah,
about.
he
There may
wasn't.
have been
It's not been
more.
30 years.
Okay, but you're not like you're a Padawan before you're a Jedi Knight.
I'm just telling you. I think it references.
Hey, man.
more.
It's not.
There's no rules after Return of the Jedi.
What
I don't even know what I'm
all
talking
that
about.
matters is the midichlorian
That means
count.
Skywalker can fuck.
What?
That's no longer part of the rules, man.
Nah,
Space wizards.
Ray's a Kenobi, by the way, but that's besides the point.
I believe I'm on that train of thought too. I think so
Back
too.
to
I
whatever we were talking about.
don't believe any theories.
Max, we will talk about this later.
No, Max.
No, seriously,
Max
don't.
has like 150 filters up to prevent anything Star Wars from going into his Twitter feed because he's weird.
I go in as blind as possible. It's great.
I wish I had gone blind for the movie Split. Have you guys seen Split yet?
I did.
No,
No.
don't tell me anything about it. Just tell me.
Just go see it. That's all I. That's all I'm gonna say.
You don't have to tell me to, because I was going to.
Guess what?
Anyway.
He's
yeah.
like 20 people in one person.
No, there's something else.
Stop!
That's it.
Stop!
That's it.
Is the dad from Resident Evil 7 show up?
Possibly.
I hope so. That'd be cool.
I know what Mario's talking about. That was actually pretty good.
You're welcome.
So yeah, podcasts and writing. I don't know. Trying to set all that stuff. I keep saying. So this is the problem I get into is that I keep saying I'm in the planning stages. I'm in the planning stages, and then it's more just like
You're procrastinating.
I'm in the play Resident Evil stages. So I need to find a way, and I've been doing that lately. Like that's why I've been having posts go up on like my blog or something like that. I've been like forcing myself to at least write something before I play video games for 3 or 4 hours or something like that.
Yeah, agreed. That's how I've been approaching my videos. Is that I have to feel accomplished before I can feel like I can have fun.
Yeah,
and pushing myself to start making those content for the channel is like, okay, I made the video. Now I can have this moment of. Right now, I'm playing Unravel, just because I need a small, quick game, and so that's my little treat after I do something successful.
Yeah.
That's the mindset I'm trying to get myself into. At least writing something every day, whether it's something for school or something for the blog or something about games. I don't know, just whatever. So I'm working in quotes, sort of. I don't know. We need to collectively work on this, whatever, because this is obviously going to be part of a website, which we still aren't sure of. So we can't do a whole lot until we know what the name of this website is that we're publishing this to. That's our main snafu right now. I don't know. Just there's a bunch of stuff I want to do, but it gets hard with school and all that stuff.
It's just
too.
there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Like for our age at this point. There's I don't know, just a lot of shit.
Decent amount.
I've had things where I really want to get into that I've just put off to the side too long, and I really want to get back to I really want to make movies. Like I've actually have scripts that I've been sitting on for a while now that I've been wanting to do, but I've just been putting it in the back, focusing on something else as opposed to actually giving it time. So things take time. Things need time.
Yeah, there's a lot going on, and I'm trying to find a way to work on like all of it. So we've got this, and then YouTube, and then I don't know, all the stuff I listed there, and I'm trying to figure out a way to knock it all out. And I'm thinking that we should just try to work on this website and get this done as soon as possible. But I don't know. I'm thinking at this rate we may be good to go by mid to late February, hopefully.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So I mean, we've got a decent amount of stuff up at this point, and the art for the podcast and all that stuff can always change. And I don't know. There's a bunch of stuff we don't need to necessarily launch with that we can do down the line.
The name stuff is always the hardest.
The name stuff is what's the problem for us right now. So there's that. I don't know.
Well,
that's what I don't know. I'd like to.
Well, actually, we kind of have names for both.
Once we can get this done with, then I'll probably move on to working on like personal YouTube channel stuff.
Yeah.
And then, as far as writing goes, I don't know. Between blog and trying to figure out like pitches to pitch to people.
Yeah.
I don't know. What's up with you, Mike?
Yeah. There's a lot of shit. Like currently, I've been doing a lot of thinking lately, and like for me, school is like I think is my big thing after like I've been really thinking about it, and I would love to have the job in like the whole games media stuff and like that. Like when we went to PXX, I fucking loved that. Like that was such an awesome experience that we had.
It was really cool.
Doing that entire thing. The big mistake. No business cards. That was a horrible thing. That was
a big mistake at E3.
Oh my
That
god,
was really
that
stupid
was
on us.
bad.
Yeah,
Like,
especially
that was so bad.
because what is happening now is exactly what I knew would happen, which is we're leaving the site,
Yeah,
which is how they knew us through. So that sucks.
it sucks. Yeah, like that's
That
so.
was really really stupid on our part.
So the thing of it is like, I've been like trying to think of like what I really want to do, and I want to do this. I would love to do this. This is something that I'm like one of my focuses right now. I am thinking of stuff for like the music channel. Tomorrow's my day off, so I get to do a lot more thinking.
I feel like we've got. I
brainstorming
mean,
and
you
stuff
and
like
I
that.
have to talk about that separately, but I feel like we've already got a really good structure. And
Yeah, I
idea
think
for
I
that
think we
show.
have like an idea for the show. I think it's more of just like trying to make it more organized is really all we're at.
And it'll just have to be. Again, you and I can talk about this all off air.
Yeah,
but it'll just be more
Again.
like we'll have to like decide what we're doing and then like research that period so that
Yeah.
we're well versed on it once we come into
Yep.
each episode.
And we guess the name thing is always a
Yeah.
fucking... But
But that won't even be
Yeah.
that hard because we could just rip off a song or something like that.
Yeah.
That's just
Yeah.
a song title would be the name of the podcast or something like
Yeah.
that. Something dealing
So-
with time or years or something.
Time Stands Still. That's a Rush song.
There we
Let's
go.
Endless-
fucking do it.
Endless
That's so
River.
good.
That's actually
Oh
not
my
too bad.
God. Anyway. Yeah. So I've been in this weird funk lately of like, what do I do? Do I concentrate more on school? Do I concentrate on this whole games media thing? Because like I said, that PSX thing was super awesome. I really enjoyed doing that. Like I would love for that to be a paying job. That was amazing.
Okay, I know this is
But-
going to alienate Max and Mario quickly, but I'm just curious, how do you feel about that still, like leaving the site and all that stuff? Because I'm still like, I'm not conflicted about it because I know it's run its
I already-
course. But
I already
like,
did it.
oh, you already did it. I totally forgot you wrote there because you quit that like 2 or 3 weeks ago. I don't know. I don't feel conflicted about.
I'm seriously surprised you're still there. You need to crank out your reviews. You need to get done and go.
I will. Stardew's the only one they're
Yeah.
asking from me.
I
I don't know, and by conflicted I mean like I feel like it's afforded us some good opportunities, but at the same time the culture of the website sucks, and I feel like it
Look,
brings the rest of my work
this-
down with it.
This is a thing for me, is that I brought it up to you, and it's totally true. Like, I'm not going to name names. I'm just this person, you know? Like,
Yeah.
I'm legitimately doing nothing.
Yeah,
I haven't written for the site at all. I haven't.
we're not doing. Neither of us are doing it.
Well, neither of us are really doing anything. We're not even running the site.
No,
We're
we're
not
not.
even doing anything.
No one's doing anything.
Yeah. So, and I probably still have the most articles up, minus Mark.
You do.
I still have like 200 articles up for that site.
You do.
Like, and sure, I did my work there and whatever, but like, I'm just not. I feel like I wasn't growing there. Like at one point, I was growing there, you know, because it was just something completely new.
Mm-hmm.
But at this point now, like, I don't feel like I'm growing really as a writer, and it has to do with the environment that's there because it doesn't. You're right. Like, it doesn't really push us to do that because we're not being forced to write something.
That's
you know
why,
what I'm saying?
and that's why in my application to that other site, like I wasn't trying to come off like throwing PSI under the bus, but I was just like, yeah, I just want a place where I'm like challenged.
And
I
no,
didn't mean that like in an ill will thing towards PSI or anything. I was trying to spin that into a positive, which I clearly didn't. But
I've had like a lot of other shit going on in my personal life that kind of made writing for the site really hard.
yeah,
Because I just didn't really want to do anything because I was just not in a good place. But yeah, like it's not really necessarily the challenging of the writing thing. But it's just I'm so like conflicted on what I want to do with my life, and I think school is the best option because at least if like this whole thing falls through, I still have a degree. I can still find some sort of career, and yeah, I don't know. At least at that point, I'll still be able to find a career at some point if I have the degree, because I could get a job, whatever, at IGN or whatever, if I keep on doing this. But what happens when games journalism is it's nothing, like because that's
video's the future, bruh.
yeah, it's like that might not be a thing soon.
No,
which is why I started doing my video stuff too.
Me
Because
and Max have talked about this last week together, and then I talked about this a little bit with Alex O'Neill when I had him on Millennial Gaming Speak. He's gonna make it. Alex
will make it. Alex is great.
Alex is a stud when it comes to his work ethic. He's showing all of us up.
But on this point, to graduate, to get the degree at UCF in journalism, I have to submit a portfolio for review. And the portfolio has to meet certain minimum requirements. And articles I'm writing, or even this interview show, this long form sit down interview with Kirk, which would you all three agree that's journalism, sitting down with someone and recording a long form interview?
Technically,
I mean, you're not. I mean, are you transcribing it afterwards? Because
yeah.
That's an idea I have, but 60 Minutes or the podcast Serial, all that is investigative journalism.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And so that doesn't count because it's an audio form, and even if I wrote it, I don't meet the minimum number of sources for this portfolio. Or a story I wrote about the panel, the Last of Us 2 panel from PSX, which was published, which is a requirement and has the minimum number of sources, all because I didn't mention the day in the article the day that the event happened. It doesn't count. Nothing, the whole major has changed in my time there, and it's bogus. And I'm literally, the major is...
Isn't the date you posted it? Isn't that...
You would think. It literally, it's the major is this tight, narrow tunnel, and the rest of journalism is evolving around it with video and audio and multimedia and all these different aspects. And the major is focused on writing, and which is what I love. Writing is my favorite thing to do out of all of it. After the interview with Kirk, I've come a long way with interviews, and that's cool and fun. But writing is my favorite thing to do. But I do love making and editing a video or doing a podcast, even like this. And everything I do just doesn't seem to, it works against me, but it all works toward my career goals, and it sucks.
Yeah.
I just, I hate it.
Yeah. I hear you.
It's stupid. It's you're trying to adapt, but the ball and chain that is my degree.
And in that kind of scenario, I would just say, when they tell you how high to jump, or when they tell you to jump, you just say how high. Just get it over with. You're doing this stuff you're doing this stuff on your own time. But even if they were to accept all of that stuff, then what?
I'd be done. I wouldn't even be worried about it.
You'd be done for sure, which would be nice and way less stressful for you, obviously. But I don't know. It probably is very frustrating that you feel like you can't break out of.
Literally, when I applied for the journalism school within UCF, classes like critical writing or freelance writing were options. They were available. They were upper level, but they were there. Now they're all gone. It literally solely focused on breaking news reporting, which is completely different even than from what they're teaching me, because it all happens on Twitter and things happening instantly. And whether your take on that or not is it's like shoe leather and a notebook in your back pocket is kind of what they're teaching. And that's not the way it works anymore.
Yeah.
And it totally can work like that. And the tools we have today can totally aid that process. But they refuse to adapt or accept change. Yeah. And it sucks.
Yeah.
It's stupid. I just want my degree. I feel like I've earned it, but whatever. We'll see.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just in this weird place. Like I said, I mean, some of you may know, some of you probably don't. Most of you probably don't. I've been starting to do that Super Ruse Radio thing and a different thing that I have been trying to do since I did this. I mean, very similar name. I was doing this Super Ruse Games thing with a bunch of other people, and we were planning on doing more shows like that where it was a little bit more scripted, and we never got to that point because there was a lot of conflict there between two of the hosts there, or the members there, and we just didn't get to that point.
That's really unprofessional of you.
Yeah, well, whatever.
He's not applying for this podcast, Logan.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. But It was my goddamn company, I guess you could say. I'll say whatever the fuck I want about whatever happened. But yeah, like it just didn't, like everything just didn't work out in the end of the day. And I've been wanting to do something similar to this, and where like people will email questions and then I answer them. Like that was legitimately one of the shows that I wanted to do. I forgot what I called it though. It had something. It was like some Mario reference that I can't think of. I think it was called like the question block or something like that I wanted to call it. But like
That's an
whatever.
NVC segment.
I was gonna say that's.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but at that point I was like, that. It was just a working title. Whatever. Think of something new. But yeah, so I started doing that, and I've been doing that more like that, and I like doing that because I tried doing podcasting just by myself, and it fucking is horrible. It's so bad, like no good. It's just really hard to like talk to yourself for an hour, and it's just boring, and it's not good. So I started doing it that format instead, and I think it's working a lot better. And no, Mario, I can't hear you. And
We can't. Mario's gone. Has he been? This happened earlier too.
I can't hear you, Mario.
Hey, if just drop out and jump back in. You might be fine.
Yeah, but yeah, like I just couldn't. I just think that like the format that I'm doing now for that specific thing is a lot better and creates better conversational pieces. So I've been doing that. I'm trying to concentrate on that, and also some of the writing aspects of my blog as well. But right now, like my thing is school, and I'm majoring in communication, which is a fairly broad thing. So I think I'll be fine as far as like trying to find a career. But
Yeah.
I would love like to do the whole games journalism thing.
Hello? Okay, now you can hear me.
Hey, Mario.
I had things to say, but I don't remember them, so continue.
Okay.
It was a very sad poem you guys were telling.
Yeah, it was. We were gonna get to your verse of the sad poem, and then
Yeah, we're getting to your verse. But yeah, like I would love to do the whole games journalism thing, and that'd be great if it works out. If it doesn't, whatever. But right now I'm working towards it. Like I think just through my own blog and writing and continuing to write, and then also doing that video form podcasting, I'm going to be recording my gameplay of Resident Evil because I want to review it. So I'm going to be reviewing that.
Are you going to have your girlfriend, are you going to have your girlfriend record you in the VR headset? Do you have a VR headset?
I don't have a VR headset.
Ah.
I decided to get a Switch instead of a VR headset.
why not have both?
Nah, you
Yeah.
made the right choice. I'm negative on Switch, but Max, that's
Good.
something we'll talk about whenever
I want a
return
VR
to the
headset.
podcast.
I want a VR headset, but like, is there games for it? Like, I would
Yes.
love. Am I gonna pay $400
Batman.
for just Super Hypercube?
Batman, Super Hypercube,
Robinson's
Resident Evil
Adventure,
7,
Resident Evil 7.
No, well, whatever. Anyway,
Res
Final
Infinite.
Fantasy,
Res Infinite is apparently a godsend.
Battlefront.
Battlefront.
No.
Yeah, the
Oh.
X-wing
all
mission
the X-wing missions.
is
Yeah.
mad. Oh my
VR
gosh,
porn.
that is the thing you can do.
But basically, to just cap it all off while I am slurring. Jesus Christ!
Holy fuck, you're drunk.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just
Mario,
actually
what about
trying.
you?
That's what a drunk person would say. I want to hear Mario's verse before we
Yeah,
cut
Mario.
it all up.
My sad verse, and
No,
things I
just
wanna
because
do.
the original question, I feel, and we'll see where it takes us, was just things you've either done that you're really proud of or projects you want to do.
Remember when I said I ramble? That just happened.
I know.
Well, there you go. That's why you're my favorite person on the podcast.
Oh, jeez. Well, at least I'm somebody's favorite.
There you go. You have to be someone's favorite. I mean, I can immediately think of the things that I was happy that I got to do. In college, I was able to do a project about basically the intro of a movie, but it had to be about a book. And of course, everyone was trying to do like Goldilocks or some stupid like CW version of an opening of a movie. And I'm like, you know what? I'm reading this book called How to Be Black by Baratunde Thurston, and
Is it
It's
a
a
handy how-to guide?
it's the handy how-to guide of how to be a black person.
I might need that.
And it's and I
Jesus Christ.
basically thanks Max. I basically did the whole chapter, which like the top 5 things you do during Black History Month.
Whoa, wait, 1 second.
Yes,
There's somebody behind you.
yes, I have people that are also here. Can you see them?
Yeah.
What?
What-
Actually, I don't think she wants to be on camera.
Introduce her. What's her name?
That is that panda person over there. That is my sister.
Hi,
Thank
Sister
you.
Hi,
Thank you,
Sister
audio
Mario.
people who will not understand what's happening right now. It
Okay,
looks like they're on
sorry.
their way out. No, it's okay.
All right,
Looks like they're on their
bye.
way out. Bye.
Thanks, Michael. You took him off his train of thought.
I'm sorry. It was
Hey, you
just-
making me ramble?
Jeez. No, we don't need two Michaels.
But basically, I did this book called How to Be Black, Trying to Be Different, and I'm like, how can I get some involvement with the author? And I just reached out to him, and I basically was like, hey, I'm going to do your book. And then
You're gonna do his book.
I'm going to do your book, man. I'm going to doing a project on
So
one of
how
your
did that
one of your
feel?
chapters.
Did you get any paper cuts?
I got a lot of paper cuts, boy, I tell you.
Jeez.
Oh,
Are you-
it takes rimming to a whole new level.
I'm glad you're hanging in there.
Yes, thank you. But no, I got to contact him, and then I did a project on him, and he approved and saw the video and shared it on his blog, and it got quite a few views, and it was like, oh my god, I'm finally successful for this small period of time in college. And then I graduated, and then I've been out of school now for like 3 years, and that degree that I supposedly got, nothing's coming of it, and I feel like I've put in the work and nothing is biting. It's a very hard thing to get into.
What'd you get a degree in?
Video and animation, basically.
Okay. Whoa.
Yeah, it's very competitive, very hard.
Yeah, that sounds very specific, which means it's
Yeah,
super competitive.
Yeah, and I'm like, I know editing good. Give me a job for editing good. And no, it doesn't really work out that way. So, because of that, like I said, I feel like I've tried to jump in even though I have no safety net. So I've been doing small things like working at GameStop or doing what I'm doing now, and it sucks. I want to propel to the next thing, but I don't know why I feel like I can't get there.
Yeah.
And life is just kind of taking its toll.
No, I've been personally like real curious with your whole arc here, I guess.
Sure.
Simply because I feel like we were on the same path with a lot of stuff. Because I do audio and video production myself at school. Like I started with journalism and dropped out of that. So seeing where you were at with afterwards, it was like almost a warning flag to me of like, whoa, okay, maybe this isn't the best thing. I mean, I'm obviously still graduating with that degree, but it was, I don't know, like seeing you struggle to find your way afterwards definitely got me worried about potentially graduating afterwards as well. And
Yeah.
I don't know.
But
like I'm
but then we could
worried.
follow the Tim Geddes example of like he did go to school, I believe.
Yeah.
And he made it work. He's but I got to learn
But
his
he also made 50,000 videos by himself.
and that's what I'm saying. It's like I don't know how come I'm not motivated to be in that level when I want to do the stuff that he wanted to create.
Because
that man
do
is
you have
he's an
anybody-
insane person.
Do you have anybody collaborating with you? Because
No.
that's my biggest struggle. Is it
Yeah.
like there are projects I would like to do, but I can't ever find anybody to collaborate with to do it. And
Exactly.
That's the thing. And I've been this last semester of school, I was like so creatively just exhausted because my main video class that I was put in, our professor assigned the groups, and I was put with people who just were basically
Just don't give a shit.
They sounded
Yeah.
like a bunch of dum-dums when you were
Yeah,
explaining it to
yeah,
me.
basically just shrug their shoulders at like everything. Like I like them as people, they're fine, but like they totally had like, I was like, what do we want to do? I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's like, well,
you're
in
paying to
groups
be here.
Like, yeah, we're in groups to like get input off one another. And the other thing, like, I always like making like stupid or like funny movies or something like that. Or
Exactly,
they can be
exactly.
serious, but they're almost like joking in a way or something like that. And they had just very dry senses of humor, I felt like. So I was like, all right, whatever. And so that felt like a waste. Like that was a whole semester. That was a whole semester of me working with people like that, just down the toilet. I paid like thousands of dollars for that, and I don't know why. And the other thing is, I like, honestly, the scary thing. So that was like my intermediate video class. I feel like I got worse at video last
wow.
semester because of that
Oh.
by proxy. So it's just it all comes down to me with collaboration, and that's why when I met Max and we reconvened and I was like, yo, you want to do a podcast? Cool, we're starting a freaking podcast and I'm gonna make us do this because I haven't met anybody else who wants to do this at all. So sorry I'm dragging you into this with me. I mean, that's honestly how that was, Max. Like, I had wanted to do that for so long, but I had no idea like who to do it with.
And I've had two shows before. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You're fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had two shows
Sexy
before
man.
then with people. Thank you. And they kind of fell through just due to lack of scheduling and commitment from other parties. And finally, you seemed like the person to make that commitment with. And I mean, we've invested financially into the show on multiple accounts, and we're getting close to 100 episodes, coming on 2 years here. And this is something I'm proud of. And
Yeah, for sure.
it's finally something I've found the commitment in, and now that has spurred inspiration to do this show and to do an interview show and to write more. And now I'm starting to pitch things. And like, no matter how I feel within my major and my degree, I feel like I am making progress toward my ultimate goal, which is to do something within this industry. And that makes me feel good. Like last night, post interview, I was on cloud 9, and it wasn't just because I got 1 hour with someone I look up to. It was because I made something and I'm passionate about it, and that's cool. And I can't wait to share it with people. And that's the whole reason I even want to do this, is I want to share my passion with people. And I'm sure that's why you guys want to do what you do. I'm sure that's why Mario makes his videos and why Michael writes his podcast vlog video thing, and Logan wants to use his green screen. It's because there's a passion there and a desire to share that passion with people.
Yeah, and I think for us, like you said, like MGS was a catalyst for a bunch of that stuff, and it's gotten to the point where it is something that looks good to other people. Like when we first started it, and like I would like flippantly mention it to people, like, yeah, I do a podcast, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. And I'm like, yeah, we've only done like 5 episodes of this, so it's like not really anything yet. And like while we still don't have a user base or anything like that, it's still. Now when I talk to people and they're like, oh, cool, you do a podcast. I'm like, yeah, we've almost got like 100 episodes at this point. They're like, oh, holy crap. Okay, wow, really, good job. Like people are like legitimately impressed when I tell them that at this point. And I think it's because I even talked to, if you listen to this week's episode of Millennial Gaming Speak, like I talked to Alex O'Neill about it, and he said when he started Irrational Passions, he had about 2 friends or something like that who I think he said started podcasts right alongside him, and they phased out really quickly. So his podcast is now on like episode 300 something. So it's just the long game and continuing to.
He cheats.
It's the long con. It's to make people think we actually know what we're talking about.
When we don't at all.
But to me, Alex cheats, man. That's 30 episodes in like what, 2 days? That guy's insane.
Alex is he's a hard, crazy worker. I mean, if I knew 30 people, I may try to do something crazy like that too. That was some cool.
I was watching all his videos, and I'm like, oh, I'm not invited to do any of this. But I'm highly impressed that he got these.
Oh, it was an
people.
Invitation. Yeah. You just tweeted at him.
Yeah, you had to tweet
motherfucker.
Yeah.
Well, even the presentation of the videos themselves, where I'm like, oh wow, I want to be on that show. But it was like, oh, it's cool because it was engaging. But of course, if I fucking knew, you just had to tweet, Alex.
Well, he had a bunch of people tweeting at him, and I think he had to curate it eventually. But I made it a point to meet up with him at PSX and talk to him about.
Yeah,
it.
and you had a report before. So
no, I didn't. I had never met him before.
At PSX,
or talked to him. Oh, okay, yeah. I met him at PSX. I was like, hey, let's set this up, and he's like, cool, we'll do it. So that kind of worked out. But yeah, that was about it with that at least. It's just I don't know, a bunch of crazy stuff. I don't know. We've been going.
So we're all, you know what? We're doing the thing that we're talking about, though. We're making something.
We are, and hopefully people hear this and enjoy it. I think this will be something different if there is any crossover between people who listen to Millennial Gaming Speakers, Super Ruse Radio, or watch Mario's YouTube channel. I'm hoping this can be something different.
That Mario Rivera.
Enjoyable.
And I think that's a pretty good spot to wrap up.
For sure.
For the first one. So
I just opened a new beer, though.
You would drink
you
that.
were about to play. I was going to say, you're about to play Resident Evil. I think you'll be fine.
Yeah, I will be.
And I'm actually, I might play Resident Evil. I don't know.
And Amber's
this
just
has
gonna sit
been-
there.
Yeah, she's just gonna sit there and watch. Sitting
No,
there.
she'll have a good time.
Mm-hmm. You can't speak
Oh,
for
God.
Next time you fucking piss out your ass.
her. And with
man.
that, this has been the first episode of Model Citizens.
The episode of Dreams.
There you go.
There you
That
go.
can be. You can find us all on Twitter.
Let me just say, that's a good show name. It is a good show name. We wanted to
You're
make it the
welcome.
brand
I
name
fucking love
first,
Model Citizens.
but that's a really good show name. Like,
Yeah, you're welcome.
What? No, I came up with that. And you
The
know what?
episode of Dreams?
No, he's talking about Model Citizens.
episode of Dreams.
Michael,
yeah, I'm so in love with
idiot.
episode of Dreams that you just
That's a
said,
good
Michael.
episode name. We should use
Oh my gosh, you idiot! I'm sitting here trying to
Hey,
think of
you're the
names for
stupid
the.
idiot. You're
No,
on the
no.
fucking list.
First of
I'll
all,
export it.
First
as
of all,
such.
the episode is called Piss Shits or whatever the fuck you said earlier.
Piss out your butthole.
I've been trying to rack my brain for a name for this interview show, and I'm like, crap, Model Citizens would have been good for that too.
Episode 1, Michael pisses out of his butthole.
That's a good episode name. I like that.
I like
Yeah,
that.
that'll draw. That'll
I
really
can't wait.
draw.
I can't
them
wait
in.
to be
That'll-
everybody's least favorite
Exactly.
person in this podcast.
And so that's the first episode of Model Citizens. You can find us all on Twitter. I'm at Max the White, and I'll just let everyone else sound off theirs. Michael, where
Is
can
that in capital? The white part?
people- it's capital M, capital T, capital W, capital
never mind.
W.
So you're right. Okay.
It's a Lord of the Rings reference.
Are you a wizard?
Heck yeah.
Are you a wizard, Harry?
Are you the Grand Wizard?
Oh no! Is that why it's the white? That's fucked up, dude. You need to change that name.
I like how you just asked Michael for his Twitter handle.
You need to change that name, dude. You need to get the fuck
It's hard
out.
to change. It's hard to change that stuff.
It's not.
I've
All you do is go to your profile. I changed mine. It's
No,
2
it-
seconds.
What? Okay, then what is
okay.
yours?
no the task.
is your
yeah,
Twitter
what is yours?
Mine's at super underscore ROOZ.
ROOZ.
Yeah.
Um,
Super
I know the
Ruse.
process is easy. Coming up with a new name that everyone has to start remembering you by, that's the difficult part. Where can people find you, Mario?
They can find me at that Mario Rivera. Also, I have a website, thatMarioRivera.com, and also on YouTube
On the south side of Chicago.
Hey, yes.
And last
At
but
this
most
address.
certainly least, Logan.
You can find me on Twitter at Moreman12. I also want to throw in, I'm sure this is probably going up as we launch the website. Be sure to check out all of our other podcasts we've launched alongside this. If you're a listener of Millennial Gaming Speak right now,
Fuck yeah.
then cool. That show's going to be posted on this website now, as well as SoundCloud. I don't know. We'll
Check out our music podcast, Time Stand Still, because I'm going to say that's the name. That's a fucking name.
That is a really
That's
good
the name.
name.
For the, dude, that's fucking awesome.
That's a solid name.
I'm happy we thought about that. I say we because I love you. And
No,
I think we should
no,
both.
I had thought
If you're-
of.
we should
I had
both
thought
have
of.
that.
Are you still going with your premise that you guys came up with that you talked
Yeah,
about
yeah.
without spoiling?
Yeah,
it?
oh, yeah,
If that's
absolutely.
if you're still going with that premise and then that's the name, fuck yes.
The other name I had thought
Fuck
of was
yes.
Reelin' in the Years, but
That's a good one too.
that's a solid one. I thought a song name.
No,
related
see,
to
I
that.
would like that more if it was a film podcast, because then film reel, then you got the pun going with it. Or if it was a
Potentially,
fishing
yeah.
podcast, because then you reel in the fish.
Max,
Time
we're not a
Stand
bunch of
Still's-
fucking children.
Time
all
Stand
right,
Still is good simply because it's Rush, but we'll think about
Yeah.
it. We'll talk about
because
it.
Rush is the greatest band of all time.
You and I need to keep talking about it.
That's a whole other podcast about Rush.
But
I
Max,
could
you can
Anyway.
take us out.
anyway.
And that is episode
Take
1. No.
me home tonight.
No.
Michael,
No.
you're drunk.
This is episode 1 of Model Citizens. Thank you all for listening. And hopefully you'll tune in next time. Have a good
Hopefully.
Be
Your
sure
fiance
to,
is hot.
Be sure to eat that macaroni and cheese pizza.
one. Don't tell your girlfriend that, Mario.